I got some seriously nasty AirPods here. I need to clean them. I got a soft cloth here that I use for screen cleaning. I got isopropyl alcohol. One thing to note is Apple does state that you can also use Clorox Disinfecting Wipes, but don't use it on the speaker mesh of your AirPods, which I will slightly. I also got a Q-tip, paintbrush, and a tweezers. We're going to use this awesome 40x camera to kind of zoom in on this thing and see what we can dig out and get that thing clean. You want to be very careful for how hard you push, because that mesh can break out easily and you don't want to wreck your AirPods. So just lightly scraping, using the tweezers around the edges. And now I'm going to use a dry paintbrush. It does kind of have a little bit harder bristles. So now I'm going to dip it in some isopropyl so I can get this AirPod even cleaner. We're going to want to blot it. You don't want it super wet, but this will help me get this stuff even cleaner. As you'll see, it really starts to clean it up really good. Nice light strokes. You're not forcing it, you're not pushing it real hard. And I'm going to get this side port too. Thing is nasty. Should have probably used the tweezers and scraped some of that out before I went and used the isopropyl brush on it. Kind of making a mess, but it'll still work and get this thing clean. So I just have to clean it up a little bit, do a little wipe down. See how clean I can get it with this. Yeah, I still need to use the tweezers. Let's dig at this a little bit more. Get this thing cleaned up. Oh, I see a little bit right there. I'm gonna get around the edge. There we go. Now she's starting to look good. Wipe that thing down a little bit more. I'm going to use a dry Q-tip and just kind of finish it off. That'll get the last of the remaining stuff out of there. Works good when it's dry. Alright, one last wipe down and that port looks good. Now let's take a look at the microphone port, see if there's anything in there. I'm just going to wipe it down a little bit. It looks pretty good. Now let's check out the case. I'm going to use a Q-tip with some isopropyl on it. I'm going to dab it because I don't want it too wet, especially as I'm cleaning the inside of the case. You could also use your soft cloth that you use and dip that in some isopropyl alcohol. Just make sure it's not like real wet and use that as well. Also use the brush to kind of brush stuff out of the crevices. Helps out a lot. I'm going to use that soft cloth to scrape away some of that stuff. I don't think this thing is going to come totally clean, but that thing's looking a lot better than it was. Absolutely. Yep. Maybe clean up the outside of it with a little isopropyl alcohol as well. You're going to want to make sure that you maintain cleaning your AirPods, but I would say that looks pretty good from one cleaning. And now that you got your AirPods clean, go check out these other AirPods videos. You guys have an amazing day. Take care.